This is Shadow Master with a brand new video. Today we are doing What If Deku Was a Nomu, Part 1. And I am so sorry for all the screaming in the background. That's my baby brother. I had to delete the last video because he continuously yelling coming here. And he took my phone, and I had to get it back from him. So Deku, you can see in this photo, it would be What If Deku Was a Nomu. Now you're saying, oh, how would he become Nomu? Would he, I've seen a lot of people, I only seen a few people do these, but I'll show you the person that actually inspired me to do this one. So you go to YouTube and type in What If Deku Was a Nomu. It'll bring up you this guy's playlist. It'll bring you guys this guy. Click him. And
talking, and then this is whenever a portal.
This guy has 2K, this guy has 2,070 views. I mean 2,070 subscribers. And this guy been doing a lot, though, for the videos. I actually liked them, because I actually searched up What If Deku Was a Nomu. And this guy did a really good job for doing it. Like, he did it really good. What if Deku was the Batman's only... What? I can't read that much anyway. I suck at reading. And this guy really did good stuff, so I hope you guys can go to his channel, subscribe to him and stuff. Wait, he ended the Ghost Rider series? Dang, I'm gonna have to watch the Ghost Rider series. That seems really good. And, the black light. I don't even know what that is. You guys got to tell me what all these, weird things are. Because somebody told me to do What If Deku had the night power. I don't know what that means. You guys have to comment down below what that does mean. And let's get to the serial. And please subscribe, like, and start this video. And I'm actually going to make the theme song for my videos. For the end and beginning. And I'm actually going to be trying to work on that really hard. So if you don't see that many uploads, I'm still working on that theme song thing. I'm actually going to be working on this one after it. So what if Deku was a Nomu? So Deku would be like normal. He wouldn't have any quirks. I don't even know why they call them quirks anyway. It's weird. No quirks. And Deku would be really... His mom, he would go to the doctor and check to see does he have any quirks. And they would say, so sorry, Deku, you don't have a quirk. And Inko saying, I'm sorry, Izuku, though. And, like, she's really a terrible parent, though, when she was a child. Mom, parent of the year, people. Am I right? It's like Piccolo all over again. Am I right? Stop. Oh, man. Sorry. And Deku, you're gonna ask how did Deku get to this state? Deku is at his school, though, and he... Mostly Bakugo blows up his notebook and cannon. He says, jump off the roof to get a new quirk, or a quirk, though. And he doesn't do that. He just, Bakugo's a fucker. He's really fucked up. You need to tell somebody to jump off the roof. Jesus. And Deku would be walking down that tunnel. And the sledgeman would try to attack Deku. And Deku would try to force the sledgeman out of him, though, for some reason. Weird crap. And All Might saves Deku, of course. And Deku says, can you sign this, though? He does like that. And actually, a villain's actually watching... A villain was watching him, and it was Shigaraki. Or like Dabi. It would be like Dabi or Shigaraki. You guys get to choose. But I'm just gonna say Shigaraki was looking at him, though. And, Deku walks... he doesn't grab All Might's leg, though. And the Soldier does a gallop, so, like, Bakugo does get All Might's quirk. And Deku is walking, and a villain actually grabs him, though, and, like, actually opens a portal with, Kirigiri's, I think, powers. And he opens the portal, and Deku gets where the League of Villains base is at. And All For One told them to, like, bring me, some kids, though, to, like, experiment on him. So, there wouldn't just be one kid that was experimented, but they're dead, though. So, like, a few kids, he would see some dead corpses, bodies. And that's what you have to eat on for a while, though. So, that's what they would force him to eat, though. Fucked up people. And All For One would give him, like, a few quirks, like Shock Absorption, Super Strength, super regeneration. Let me think some good ones. So, tentacle realignment. It's where you can like spout out like tentacles with like teeth or like eyes. It's like duple arms though, but like his is not like connected. You can like they can like break off though, and then they can just like slide on people and like try to bite them with the teeth or eyes though. Or they can have arms too. So like, and Deku gets X-ray. So you're saying, oh, he gets X-ray, cool. He can just scan people's bones though. No, his X-ray actually like he has another quirk that allows him to poison people. So he just has to like at least touch them, and then the poison goes in their skin. And X-ray allows them to see how much the poison has spread through their body. So, Deku have to eat a lot of corpses' bodies, like a few kids, like 3 or 4. Yeesh. And those kids did have some quirks, so like a lot of quirks. They died at the first day though. So All For One hasn't done this like he has done this like a lot. And their parents think that they're dead, so they have funeral and stuff like that. And Deku gets all these weird marks. So like he would get, see this arm right here with that burn mark. That'll be some of his like tissue and stuff like that, his skin tissue, and like breaking off because Dabi uses fire quirk. And some people would like actually like Toga would stab Deku. So let's say the things he has been through. Let's like see Toga would stab him, drain all of his blood, and then he'll die by that. And then his regeneration will kick in, so that means then he's alive though. People would like actually like let's say that people have played doctor with Deku, that they actually have like put him on a table and like ripped off his arm though, and like his arm would immediately regenerate though. And they're checking how fast his regeneration process takes. It takes around like 8 seconds to regenerate. And there's an easier way to fasten up, like just rip off your fingers and like let the regeneration do it faster. So between the time between the UA and stuff like that, it's now strong enough to like it'll be instant, like 2 or 1 seconds. And Deku would get like Kirigiri would open portals though to like slice up Deku. Deku would get sliced up, mutilated and stuff like that. He gets a nerve quirk that allows him to turn himself into like a puddle of liquid. And the puddle of liquid's just like he can go behind, like somebody tries to attack him in his arm immediately turns to like this liquid and it would immediately like like somebody tries to like say somebody tries to hug him, then the liquid immediately like emerges behind the guy. And there's like Deku just can reform himself though. And just actually look good and weird things. And let's say that Deku's hair is like this, like all baggy like the. He's just wearing like a t-shirt he's been wearing for like the past few weeks. Or at least months though. See this? There's a video on that. I don't know where is it, but like it's weird. Bucko, wolf like a dog. Weird thing. Now Deku is like, Deku would try to escape, but like his escapes will always fail. Because All For One would like, mind control Deku to like, when Deku was almost trying to free, All For One would immediately mind control Deku and snap his neck. Like actually get his 2 arms and snap his neck though. And he would fall where he was, like, then they would see it and they just bring it back to his room. You're saying, oh, his regeneration immediately regenerates. Look at the female hero with the new body. Just gonna save that, because I really want to check out that long. Save that. Save that. Did I save that? Yep. Oh, this is really good. What if Deku was a part of the League of Villains? That would actually be really cool. So now Deku is... Yep, eat up, Susan. Yep. Deku would be like... Let's say Deku would, let's say it's around the UA attack. So we're skipping a lot of things though. So Bakugo would say, Bakugo did get All Might's quirk, so he'd be trained for that like a lot though. And that, let me try to find our number one. That seems right. And Deku would have like baggy eyes though, like really baggy eyes, because he really didn't get any sleep though. And you're saying, oh, he dies then. No, his regeneration kicks in. You can't technically die, even if he's super tired though. So like, they would say, well, UA Sports, let's attack UA, and like not in the building, but like in that dome area. So Kirigiri, there's a portal, and I was saying, wait, is this part of the rescue size though? And Bakugo sees Deku. And Deku does give... Let's say Deku has... Turn yourself into water. Increase strength. Regeneration. Regeneration. Super strength. Tentacle things. And... That's it though. I think that's it, yeah. So, Bakugo see Deku, and they would see how Deku was, like, beating up and stuff like that. And Kirigiri would actually spread them around the area. And, the big black nomu's there, too. Like a big-ass, muscular version of a black guy. If this offends anyone, though, but I am black, so I can take it, fight me in the comment section. Fight me, then. And Deku... Mostly Deku. Oh yeah, Deku has telepathy, so he can speak to people in their mind. And Deku would say to Bakugo, and he would say, "Save me," and like Bakugo's just standing there. And he sees Deku, and Deku, you know, like you don't scrub your teeth though at all. Like his teeth would be like a little bit missing, but not like ones that he actually needs, like teeth that, some teeth in his back of his, mouth would just immediately regenerate. His teeth can regenerate too, I think. Yeah. So then Deku would, Deku's actually fighting Bakugo, and Bakugo's trying to, like, win. But, like, Deku's winning by, like, strength. Because he is using 50% of, All Might's quirk, but All Might tells him to not kill anybody with his quirk. So he would run down to like 5%, so then it wouldn't kill Deku, but like he can match up to him. And Ida does get some more heals there, so like now Mr. Aizawa is still like bleeding, stuff like that. So All Might sees that Deku and Bakugo are fighting. And he's saying, wait, why are the two students, what Deku was never mind. Why is Midoriya and Bakugo fighting? And Shigaraki says that's not your student. My master told me to experiment on him, so he told me all the quirks we put into him though. And Bakugo's keeping up a strong defense, because if he lands one blow on Deku, then he dies. And they get some more heroes there in the wood. I think it's the wood hero though, would actually like grab Deku and like into a ball. Cause then like Deku would try to punch it though. And he's just standing there in that ball though. He's like actually just staying there. And Bakugo sees that the villains have to retreat, so some of them do, and like all the rest are like captured. And Deku is like in that ball thing still, and Bakugo tells his mom, and his mom tells Iko that Deku's alive though, and she runs down to like the UA area, and they see Deku. Like, let me try to find a photo of Deku like on the ground or something. I don't know. Yeah, that would be right. So Deku would be like that. Deku would be on the floor like that, and he just like his green eyes like turn to like pale, like light green or something. and stuff. So let's say they're like dark green, like you can see them way better. And Deku's like on the floor like this. Yeah, poor Deku. Nomu Deku, UA. Winning Nomu gets away from a UFO doctor start turning him into a Nomu hero because before they found the doctor they could finish Zuck's story, and he does have states of gaining multiple quirks. Yeah. It's weird. Deku is like, he really, all for one, would like do a lot of bullshit. So like he would turn to like all of his friends and family and like beat him up though. And we can just put that on his charge for mass genocide, the trauma abuse, physical abuse to a minor, being the shell of a minor. Mostly Deku deserved it a little bit for being a little bitch. They even try to fight back. He tried though, but then his arm would get ripped off. So, and they would see all the scars on him though. And Inko would actually try to hug Deku. He would turn to the pile and like form behind her. And she says, Izuku, what's wrong with you? And he doesn't speak though. He's just looking down on the ground. And the villains would get him back soon, but not now. And let's get to the villains. So they would say, well, the mission failed. And they would ask, hey, where's that kid anyway? And he says, well, he got captured. And all for one gets really mad about that, the Shigaraki. And he says that, so let me get this straight. You lost the one success that we had, that a guy had like multiple quirks while like his mind breaking. And he says, yes. And he said, well, you have a few months to get him back or I will kill you. Mostly put you all that trauma that kid got times 10. And All for One doesn't bluff. He's serious, like a real nigga. He's serious. I can see something here. Deku has a twin brother. That would be really good. Deku as a boy. Deku as a girl. Just add some eyelashes and boom. Perfect. Interesting. Just gonna look at that. Would be perfect for Deku. That makes perfect sense. Bakugo should wear something else, not those gauntlets. Now Deku, sorry for getting off track, but that shit looked really good. Now Deku is like, he's really tired out. Like he actually is gonna collapse in like a few seconds. So then he's actually like super tired. He really doesn't yawn at all. Like he doesn't open his mouth at all. And All Might would say, he would ask what happened to you, and he wouldn't really speak at all. And he would ask him, push him more though, and All Might would actually touch Deku, and Deku would turn into a puddle, because like anytime Deku gets touched at all, like he would just immediately turn to the puddle, and like he's like more like where he was like in that cage, like that cell though, and no, he would still be like, he would get back on the beach, the area, and Bakugo would be there, and Deku really hates Bakugo because all the shit he has done though, and Bakugo would like start crying though, and Deku would walk up to Bakugo, and he would collapse on Bakugo, and like he's really tired out though. So they would just put him like in one of the dorms, like an empty dorm though, because they have like multiple dorms. So they just put him they put him in this little they put him in a dorm area, and they just let him sleep for a while. And he wakes up and he's thinking in his head, where the fuck am I though? And he can't remember anything because he's been asleep for like a few weeks. But then All Might goes to his dorm though, because he checks on him every single day, and like All Might sees Deku's awake though, and he tells Deku that this is where, like, this is UA, all that stuff. Tells him that, he tells that, he's there with Bakugo, so, like, Bakugo would say, oh, you're finally awake though, and he wouldn't speak at all though, and he would tell Deku that, I'm sorry for all the shit I've done, like, all the crap I've done. And All Might doesn't know any of the crap he's done to Deku, and he would say, wait, what? And he would ask, wait, what's the crap he was done to him? Deku actually says, in both of their minds, says that he can actually replay any memories he has, though, so, like, he replays them in his head. And Bakugo yells out to Deku that, go jump off a roof, you idiot, quirkless loser. And All Might says he's not even gonna say anything because that's just bullshit. And this is really like nobody really cares about it anymore. Like Bakugo still cares about it though, and All Might does trust still Bakugo, but not that much anymore. But not like he still trusts him still, West Quirk, and they gave him the UA suit thing, like the UA dress, the uniform though, they just told him to put it on. So he goes to this little I think there's like a bathroom in the dorms, I think. Yeah, I think let's just say there's bathroom in the dorms. So he goes in the bathroom, changes and like he showers though. And after he's done though, All Might would tell Deku that, what were you eating though with the League of Villains? And he would say that, dead corpses of, like, kids. And he would ask how many, and he would say, like, 3 or 4, and that's the only thing they would allow him to eat. And Bakugo would be, like, disgusted by that, though. And, some of the Class 1A students are there, too. So, like, when he goes outside and, like, starts training with his quirks with, All Might and Bakugo, some of the Class 1A students come there because Deku's just eating lunch, though, when he's training. And the Class 1A students would ask, Otaku would not know Deku, and, Bakugo would say that his friend died and stuff, and this is him, though, and they would hear stories about Deku, and he was, like, really good to him, and stuff like that. And he tells him that he was a dick to him, though, like that. And, well, I think it's Kaminari would, like, see Deku's quirk, and he would actually, like, X-ray, okay, let me just tell you something. X-ray allows him to see anyone, like, anywhere in their body to check see. And it has a little thing, too. He can actually, like, when he sees something, say that Wolverine's blade things, as long as there's something in them, he can, like, copy them. So it's like a copy X-ray quirk. So he sees Kaminari's, like, headphones, so then he copies them. And he uses the headphones to, like, uses them with his little venom things, like, and he, like, actually, All Might would say that this is your class, though, and somebody would actually, like, Kaminari would, walk up to Deku, and she would hug him, though, and, like, Deku would turn to a puddle, and Bakugo would say in his head that that's the first time anyone has hugged him, while him turned to that little that goo stuff. And he actually copied Kaminari's quirk as the headphone, but he really can't, like, he doesn't use them like hers, but, like, he actually is still, like, they're training, though, so, like, everyone's training, though. And Deku would be, like, he would just show everyone all of his quirks, though. And All For One would, All For One would say that they're trying to make a plan to get Deku back from the UA students, though. And Deku would be like spied on by some villains. Say Toga would like be as a person, an adult, and she wouldn't be like in there. She would like somebody with the chameleon quirk, like lizard guy though. I think it's chameleon. I think I can't remember, but like he has a visibility quirk, so he's behind them. He's like watching them on the building, and the League of Villains and he's telling all the League of Villains that there's like about like a few students in where Deku is though, and he really can't get to Deku without like them noticing. So then Deku is mostly he really doesn't. He's going to do the. We're just gonna skip over some things. So like, when we're there on like top of each other, like doing that weird 1 point thing though. That really didn't like. I really didn't like that, so I'm not gonna add to this one. But it's still in there. So like, Deku's not in it yet. Deku's not gonna be in it. And Deku would get homework, and like he would still be in. And All Might mostly Kaminari would be like hanging out with Deku though. And they would try Deku, all of his stuff that he found, like they found all of his stuff and they gave it back to him. So like all the notes he had for like all those heroes. And I think we got to leave off here for today, but this one's really complicated and really cool. And I'm just gonna watch some more What If Dekus. And goodbye, guys.